Let's talk about sticky or slimy.
With that in mind, like the best team could easily flip next week and be the worst in the division.
Oh, dude, both these guys are stickier than Matt's Tyler Warren jersey. Okay, they are.
Welcome in, beautiful people, to this week's episode of High Fiber Sports. Get your fiber in. Matt Kobold, Jack Alvarado, and a guy that we all know who's getting his fiber in, Brad McDonald. Brad, what's going on, brother?
My bells would say otherwise. I try, but sometimes we have cheat days.
A few cheat days for you.
Yeah. I'm up late.
Jack, what's going on with you, brother? Got you back on here, I believe, for the second time on High Fiber Sports here.
Yeah, second time on. It's been a while. I think, what'd you guys say, episode 7? And we're at episode 23 now. Yeah, so it's been a good while since I've been on, but it's good to be back.
Yeah.
Been following all along. Videos are looking great. Loving the content lately, so excited to be a part of it.
Man.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, we're going to have you on another time, but you had some episode with farting and eyes and stuff like that.
Explain to us what happened there, Jack.
It was a scratch. It was a scratch of the eye.
Mm-hmm.
It was a scratch. Yeah,
Hey,
I thought maybe it was pink eye
what
at first.
you do in your bedroom is up to you, buddy.
Hey.
It's fine. There's no judgment here.
I think someone was farting on your pillow, and Jack here confirmed to come on an episode a couple weeks ago, and I guess he got jack-eyed on us. He got jack-eyed.
They got me.
So. Just messing with you, bud. Good to have you back on.
But like Jack was saying, we got a lot of videos going up talking baseball too. With a couple shorts that are there for the homers. We got the Dodgers playing the Brewers. The Mariners are playing the Blue Jays. Those series are looking tight. But this week on High Fiber Sports, we're going to be talking all NFL, boys. We got some sleepers to talk about. We got a little debate. Is a certain division the best in football right now? But Brad, I'm going to throw it to you here first, brother. I want to hear about some surprising teams. Maybe not a lot of expectations coming into the season, but we look at the standings right now and we're pretty impressed.
Yeah, there's a few teams out there. I know, let's see, I believe at the beginning of the year I called the Patriots, the Jaguars, the Steelers, and I believe the Colts to get in second place.
Ooh.
So, I guess no surprise teams for me. I already said this was going to happen. Obviously, had some hunches on some teams, but, kind of shot in the dark on some of these. But for the reasons that I gave at the beginning are still the reasons why I believe they're at where they're at right now. Patriots, obviously, I thought they'd be having a good year, and Vrabel comes in there and changes the culture. And lots of offseason moves and free agency, and Drake Maye is a dude. He's going to be a dude. He, unfortunately, I think they're back. And also, the defense has gotten better over the last 4 weeks. I think I saw a stat, something like 18.3 points per game over the last 4, so that's improving. I would have said they didn't beat a bunch of teams until the Bills, so
Yeah.
I think I believe, and I think they're going to keep going. They're definitely going to be in the thick of it. Another one would be the Jaguars, great young defense. Hines Allen with Walker, and then you had Armstead on, and he's actually, I think, leading them in sacks right now. And then tons of weapons on offense. Trevor Lawrence has a lot of guys to throw to. Travis Hunter seems to be showing up a lot more, so I'm loving to see that. Steelers, I think Aaron Rodgers, Aaron, is going to keep getting better. And if their defense plays like anywhere near their talent level, I think they'll eventually get something figured out. I believe in Mike Tomlin on that end. And I really do think, Rodgers found a dude that he likes, like he liked Davante Adams. Like, he's throwing to Metcalf all the time. And he's making contested catches, big chunk plays, and he seems to be moving better. So I believe in them. Colts, Steichen just needing a dude. And it looks like Danny Dimes, to everyone in New York's surprise, is kind of a dude. I mean, first in scoring offense, fourth in scoring defense. They got weapons at every position: wide receiver, tight end, running back. Yeah, that. How could you not have that kind of record? I know they haven't played a bunch of teams. I don't know records or anything like that, but yeah, I still think that type of football shows, or I mean, will last throughout the season because of their margin of victory. They're beating the shit out of teams right now, too.
Yeah.
Bears, I think they're going to be scary as the year goes on, because Caleb Williams has a good coordinator and a good offensive system for him. He seems to be getting better every week. He's on pace to be the first ever Bears quarterback to throw for 4,000 yards, and they've been around for 150 years.
Only franchise. Only franchise without a
freaking
4K
ridiculous. Just a couple real quick. Panthers. Doug was right about them spending money on the offensive line. Freaking Rico Dowdle is a freaking dude.
Look out.
And what he just did to the Cowboys made my soul happy.
Yeah.
Seahawks, a lot of people thought they might be. I didn't believe in the offense, but Sam Darnold finding Smith and Jigba as his number one. I didn't know he was going to be this good. So, yeah, they've got a pretty good offense there that surprised me. I didn't see that one. And then watch out for my Giants. Skattebo is a rolling ball of CTE,
Skattebo.
brother.
I like.
What are we watching out for? Just Skattebo?
Yeah. Well, Jackson Dart's been
Looks like
playing
all-
pretty well too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been exciting. They just beat the Eagles. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that was
yeah,
big.
I went on. Those are the main teams. I think probably you guys are going to talk a little bit about those, so I didn't want to go super far in depth on all of them.
Jack, any additional notes for any of those teams and any teams that Brad didn't mention?
No, I have to agree with a lot of them, especially with the Steelers. At the beginning of the season, I was saying if the Steelers have a defense that can keep the score under 20, Rodgers can win those games, and he's always going to be the best quarterback to have in the fourth quarter behind that offensive line. So where they're at right now is incredible. And with that division just falling apart around them, it looks like it's just a cakewalk for them right now. I agree with the Bears as well. I think the Bears have a lot of promise going forward. I think the offensive line's improved a lot over the offseason, and we're seeing it right now. So I really don't have much else to add to that. I agree with all those. The Colts are probably my biggest surprise up to this point. Was not expecting this out of the Colts. I agree. I don't know if they've played some talented teams along the way, but I think as the season goes, we're going to see some closer matchups. But at this point, with that defense playing as good as it's playing and that offense putting up as many points as they are, I don't know how teams are going to slow them down.
They got dudes, man.
They do.
Yeah, we're pretty much all on the same page here. Just looking at the standings, you can kind of see some teams that came in with lesser expectations and they've got a winning record. Maybe I'm with you boys with the Pats up there at 4-2, divisional leaders with the tiebreaker head to head over the Bills. That big Sunday night football win in Buffalo. Big balls there.
I got Pats winning the division.
Hey,
I got the Pats taking the division this year.
that's big plus money.
The Bills,
It's
man,
big,
they don't
big.
look like they once did. Like, honestly, that defense isn't really holding up. In Josh Allen, his propensity for turnovers seems to have reemerged these days, which is unfortunate. I think they can get it back, but like you said, Pats, man, they're looking better as the season goes on.
It's coming down to the Pats and Bills there in the AFC East, no doubt about it. The Patriots' other 3 wins besides Buffalo, Miami, Carolina, and New Orleans. So let's just be easy, okay? I like Pats, but let's be easy. Pittsburgh, definitely 4-1. That division, boys, like you both were saying, it's trash. It's trash. The 3 other teams in that division all have minus 50 point differentials or worse. They're 3 of the 4 worst point differential teams in all the NFL, along with my Titans. Division's over. Over. Steelers,
Well, they have
playoffs.
as much wins as the rest of the division combined, right?
It's not good. It's not good. I was wrong on the Steelers. I said they weren't going to make the playoffs. They're going to
I had them
playoffs.
winning the division. By the way.
Same. Do you rest Rodgers at the end of the year? Like, there's going to be no competition.
I mean, honestly, I would
Listen,
if
get a
they're
better seed.
really well. It depends on if they're fighting for something.
True.
Tomlin has taken less talented teams to like 11-1 records. I've seen it before.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he can do with a competent quarterback play. We haven't had that since Ben Roethlisberger before the motorcycle.
I got to throw the Colts in there with you, boys. One of the more surprising teams in a while, sitting there at 5-1. Their combined record of the 5 teams they beat, 10-20. 10-20 is the combined record of the 5 teams they beat. Got beat by the Rams. So let's also kind of like the Pats. Let's not get crazy about the Colts, but all division leaders, respect, respect.
Well, and the
to
way they're
Indy.
whooping too. That's the thing,
Respect. Jacksonville, I'll throw them in there with you. There, Brad, your Jags. I wanted to see if they could beat the Seahawks at home. They didn't, so I'm gonna slide them down there for me a little bit. In my
I'm not as
rankings.
high on them as I was after that one, but I think I'm just a lot higher on the Seahawks now, honestly.
Yeah, I like the Seahawks for sure. The Jags, their 4 wins: Carolina, Houston, San Francisco, and Kansas City. So mixed bag there, mixed bag. And yeah, I'm gonna throw the Bears in there last. They're 3-2. They got the big Monday night win over Washington, 25-24. They beat Vegas the week before, 25-24, and they beat Dallas the week before. So
that.
Dallas, Vegas, Commanders, 2 of those by 1 point. I'm not gonna get crazy about the Bears either, but hats off to the Bears for having a winning record right now. So solid. Pats, Steelers, Colts, Jags, and Bears for me in that category, fellas.
Sure.
Moving along here on High Fiber Sports, we want to talk about some fantasy sleepers. Last week we talked about some busty or crusty we labeled guys. Let's talk about sticky or slimy. Are these sleepers going to stick in the upper echelon? Are they going to stick where they're currently at? Or are they slimy? Are they going to slide back down to where we all thought coming into the season?
Sounds like what your mom called your high school bedroom.
My high school bedroom. Yeah, possibly. Give you a 3-pack of running backs here to start. The running back 5 on the season, fellas. This is ESPN League's full PPR standard scoring. The running back 5 on the season, Javonte Williams. He's 4th in the league in rushing yards, tied for 3rd in the league in rushing touchdowns. Next running back, Skattebo. Galvanizing New York right now. He's RB10 on the season. He's tied for 3rd in rushing touchdowns. His 20 receptions are tied for 7th at the running back position. Catching a little bit. 3rd running back, Brad, you mentioned him already. Rico Dowdle. Oh my goodness, the former Cowboy, now in Carolina. He's RB13 on the season with only 2 starts. Chuba, he goes out with that calf injury. 2 weeks ago versus Miami, 23 carries for 206 yards and a touchdown. Last week versus the fucking Cowboys, 30 carries. My God, 30 carries for 183 yards. Also caught 4 balls for 56 yards and another score. Jack, throwing to you here first. Javonte Williams, Cam Skattebo, Rico Dowdle. Sticky or slimy?
Those are tough ones, especially Javonte. I've got to stay sticky because we've seen enough at this point. I can't. I think he's had 1 bad game. I'm going to go sticky with him. Dowdle, I'm gonna go slimy only because Hubbard's coming back. I think that's going to muddy that up. And then who was our second guy? We had Javonte
Skattebo.
Williams. Skattebo's sticky for sure. That dude, they love him there.
Brad, Javonte Williams, Cam Skattebo, Rico Dowdle. Sticky or slimy?
Javonte Williams, slimy. No, don't believe it. Just don't believe it. I don't know. They're going to be behind all the time with the defense. Just going to have to throw the ball up in the air. I don't know. I mean, he's doing it right now, but we'll see. We'll see. That one I'd say more slimy. Skattebo, definitely sticky as hell, man. That guy, I mean, they're not going to have anyone else to use. I saw him at Arizona State, what he did to Iowa State in that game, man. He beat the hell out of us. Catching the ball, running the ball. The guy can do anything. And he has no care for his own body at all whatsoever. So I love that about him. Dowdle, I think, is going to take over the backfield. So I think that's sticky. You can't have those 2 games and let him keep. I don't care what they paid him. You're winning. You have a 500 record right now. You ride the hot hand, and that's the guy with 500 freaking yards in the last few games. Yeah.
You would think.
You would think. You would think. I'll stick right there with Rico Dowdle. I'm back and forth on him. He was the number 1 player in fantasy 2 weeks ago, the number 2 player in fantasy last week. 206 rushing yards, 183 rushing yards. Chuba Hubbard, the starter that we're talking about, he's supposed to be coming back here. He's been over 104 rushing yards in a game in his career just 4 times, topping out at 153. He hasn't sniffed what Dowdle has done these past 2 games. The contract you talk about, Brad, 4 years, $33.2 million signed last November for Chuba. That's a lot of money.
Games? Wow.
Yeah.
Have you seen Dowdle's last 8 games or last 9 games going into last season?
He's on a hell of a pace. He's on a hell of a pace.
Yeah.
I think it's a committee here coming out. Chuba coming off his injury. I'm gonna go sticky on Rico Dowdle because I don't know how you bench this guy. This guy. I'm sorry, Chuba. Yeah, he's getting the money. Work him in for sure. But I think Rico, this is his chance to take this backfield, fellas.
Trade him.
100%.
Trade Chuba.
No,
Chiefs.
You just
The Chiefs need Chuba.
Well, exactly.
Good call out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good call out there.
Good call. Well, like what Jack said, if you look at his past games, that's why I couldn't believe Dallas got rid of him and they had no plans. I mean, obviously they're doing okay, but
Javonte,
yeah, I know he is, but I'd rather have Dowdle. I think he's shown every time he gets a chance, he performs. So I like the call on that one too.
The Dowdle RB 13 on the season with only 2 starts. I'll go to Javonte now.
Stupid.
The RB5 on the season in Dallas. I'm gonna go Slimy. I'll split the difference here, fellas. I'm gonna go Slimy. I saw him too many years out here in Denver. I know he ripped up his knee in year 2, and I know he was still coming back kind of slow. Now maybe he's full speed, but just temper the expectations for me from what I saw out here in Denver. Jack, you brought up one bad game. He had 13 carries for 29 yards last week at Carolina, so we might be seeing that cliff. Right now. Miles Sanders, he got put on season-ending IR with a knee injury. So Jaden Blue, a popular sleeper pick from our guy Doug and myself, Jaden Blue needs to be added in all leagues, I think. Javonte Williams, he's not playing 17. Last guy, Cam Skattebo, 98 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns in that Thursday night game. Big win over the Eagles. We're all in agreement there. He's sticky. 3-pack of wide receivers here to give to you fellas. Brad, one of your best calls of the preseason. Quentin Johnston missed last week, but still is wide receiver 11. Very impressive. Missed last week with the hamstring. I'm curious if he's going to play this week. Trey Tucker, who? Las Vegas Raiders. He's wide receiver 10 on the season. He's tied for 6th in the NFL in receiving touchdowns. Last guy, rookie for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Emeka Egbuka.
Thanks,
Jack,
Rob Gronkowski.
Jack, have you seen Gronk? Emeka Egbuka? Emeka Egbuka. Come on, we're professionals here, Gronk. Emeka Egbuka. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards, tied for 3rd in receiving touchdowns. Brad Egbuka, another one of your guys. Trey Tucker, Quentin Johnston. Sticky or slimy rest of the season?
Well, being that 2 of them were my sleepers in the division, I'm definitely going. I still can't get over that Gronk pronunciation, dude. I'm going with Egbuka for sure. And then I think Johnston. I mean, the reason why I said to begin with is because he's improved every year he's been in the NFL so far. You know, thought he was bust year 1. He improved last year. He's even better this year. I don't see any reason not. The only issue maybe would be the lack of tackles that they have there. So if Herbert's having trouble getting the ball out, I don't know. But I still think he's going to keep going. I thought it was going to happen this year. Trey Tucker, I mean, there's a chance that Geno Smith throws it to cornerbacks just as much as he throws it to Trey Tucker. So, no, like I think you said, as one of the worst position groups in the NFL was like the Raiders receivers. Yeah.
Birth of the division. Yeah, you're right.
Geno's going to throw for a bunch of yards, but how long until he gets benched and then there's someone else in there and then it's not happening. So, no, that one's definitely slimy. The other 2 are sticky.
Jack, you in agreement, disagreement there with those 3 wide receivers?
I've got to agree with most of what you said. I agree with Trey Tucker, Slimy. I think most of his production was in that first game. So I
Agreed.
don't see that continuing. I have to agree, Egbuka is sticky for sure. It's going to come down to this injury. It sounds like it might be longer than what we're expecting, but they're going to take their time with him. That's natural with a rookie like that, but he's a generational talent. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but Hughes, I
Oh,
gotta say Slimy on him. I've never
Woo!
trusted
changing your
him.
mind?
I think injuries are going to get him. I think he's going to slow down as the season goes on. We're already seeing it in Keenan Allen there. McConkey's starting to see more attention. I think we're going to see what we saw last year. We're going to see more attention to the younger players at the later part of the season. He's going to start fading. So, yeah, slimy on him. But I agree with the other two.
Fair enough.
I have to split the difference here on a couple fellas. Emeka Egbuka, for me, definitely sticky. He's looking like a rookie of the year candidate. Baker needs him.
Absolutely.
Baker needs him with Godwin going down, Mike Evans possibly coming back this week. I'm not sure. But yeah, like you mentioned, Jack, hamstring strain for Egbuka. Hamstring probably going to
Yeah,
miss a little bit of time.
that's
You
scary.
almost never miss 1 week with a hamstring.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're going to see. Trey Tucker, I'm sorry, Geno Smith, 10 interceptions, leads the league. 10 interceptions, get the fuck out of here. That's wit. That's wit. Trey Tucker, he's tied for 51st in the league in targets, tied for 40th in receptions. It's backed on touchdowns. Touchdowns aren't sticky, especially with the Raiders and Geno. Trey Tucker, slimy for me. And Quentin Johnston, fellas, I'm back and forth. I'm back and forth here. We see the hamstring injury. We see the Chargers kind of coming back down to the median here. Huge. Even missing that one game, he's tied for 25th in targets, tied for 31st in receptions. Chargers are becoming confusing for me. Keenan Allen might be on his last leg. I'm going to go sticky, though. I'm going to go sticky. Brad, I'm kind of with you. He's on that third-year leap here.
For
Trajectory's
sure.
going up. And I like Justin Herbert. And I have the Chargers win the division, so I need huge. I like huge.
Absolutely. Yeah, he'd be a big part. I mean, he's just a big ass target, man. He's your
He is.
emergency blanket. You can just throw it up there if he can catch the ball.
And take care
Obviously.
of himself.
Yeah, yeah. Both those things. If he can do that, yeah, I think it continues.
Quickly, two-pack of quarterbacks here, sticky or slimy. Drake Maye, fellas, quarterback 5 on the season. His weapons are suspect. I mean, Steph Diggs, Demario Douglas, Kayshawn Booty. I mean, those aren't, besides Diggs coming off an ACL, those aren't household names. They have no
Hunter
run
Henry.
game. Who was that? Hunter
Yeah.
Henry?
Hunter Henry.
Solid, solid, veteran. No run game. No run game here, fellas. Ramondre Steven shits last week, 13 carries for 18 yards. 13 for 18, get the fuck out of here. Drake Maye, he's top 5 in the league in completion percentage, passing yards, and passer rating. He looks like a
Wow.
dude. As you were saying, Brad, divisional leaders. Drake Maye, if you waited on quarterback, you picked him in one of the later rounds, hats off to you. Other quarterback here, Danny Dooky Jones. My goodness, of the Indianapolis Colts, quarterback 7 on the season. I believe 4 rushing touchdowns. He leads the NFL in QBR. Jack, sticky or slimy? Drake Maye, Danny Dooky Jones.
Man, those are tough again. I'm on the fence with both of those. Starting with Danny Dimes, I'm gonna go sticky. I'm gonna go sticky there, mostly because of the team around him. I like the organization. I think it's a good offense. He's got talent all around him. I'm gonna go slimy with Drake Maye. I like him a lot, and I think he's progressing, and I think we're gonna see good quarterback play. But as I think fantasy quarterback play, I don't think we're gonna see those high numbers later in the season. And I think the Patriots are gonna be playing to win the division, so they're gonna do whatever they need to do to get those wins. So yeah, I'm gonna go slimy on Drake Maye, but I still like the kid. I like his progression up to this point. I think he's gonna be a great quarterback. I just don't see it this season.
Brad, how you feeling here? I'm going to guess you're going sticky on your guy Maye.
Oh, dude, both these guys are stickier than Matt's Tyler Warren jersey, okay? They are both gonna keep up here. All
Sticky
right.
icky.
Yeah. Like Drake Maye, the athleticism, the size, it is a baby Josh Allen, and he's started off better than he did. Honestly, at the beginning of Josh Allen's career, accuracy was a huge issue, and Maye's got that figured out a lot quicker. Dude can run, and like Matt was saying, not much of a running game to work with. So far he's been doing it with just him, and not a lot of guys there. So
Yeah.
like he's doing it without the weapons that Danny Jones has. That's for sure. Like, Dooky Jones has got all the weapons at his disposal. Even if a man's down, they have plenty to cover up for it. I mean, Tyler Warren can play quarterback too, whatever. He can do everything. He's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
Like,
The
so
Joker.
I think both those guys are going to stay up there. Jones simply due to weapons, and Drake Maye because it just looks like it keeps going that way.
Yeah, I'm with you, Brad. I gotta agree with you here. Both guys sticky for me. We've seen it for 6 weeks now. Danny Dookie Jones, he seems like he's got a good system around him. Shane Steichen, I know there's a couple whispers about Steichen, but he's a solid coach yet. And yeah, Drake Maye doing it with suspect weapons, just like Josh Allen is in Buffalo. So yeah, I like Drake Maye a lot here in a second year leap, and I can't wait to see what he can do moving forward with Vrabel.
No doubt.
Fellas, we got a good debate coming here. You know, it talked about which division is the best, which one's available, which is the weakest. Last year, turning the page back a little bit, last year the NFC North had the highest winning percentage of any division ever at 662. The NFC North last year also had the highest scoring differential of any division ever. Jack, question for you. Excuse me. Is the NFC North the best division in football again?
Well, I mean, as a Packer fan, I'm always
Yeah, I
going
wonder
to
what he's
answer
going to
that
say.
with yes. I mean, of course, we've got the strongest division, but as of lately, it's been evident in the records. I mean, even up to this point, the worst team in the division has 3 wins. I mean, each of these teams are competitive at this point. I think it comes back to just the mentality of the NFC North. It is, grind it out, very tough football. And we're seeing that come back with Dan Campbell in Detroit now, biting off kneecaps with that defense. The Vikings have a surprisingly good defense showing up here. And then now the Bears are starting to show that offensive line that just controls games and will just push you and push
Swift
you.
went off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh, Honestly, as a Packers fan, we're at the top of the division right now, mostly because of a tie, which hurts. I don't know how to feel about having a tie on the record.
Yeah, you know how to
Um,
feel. You know how to feel.
Sore, very
Ties
sore.
are for different sports, not for football.
But right now we're probably the iffiest team. I'm not very confident with where the Packers are in their last 3 games that they've played, with a loss, a tie, and then just scratching out a win against a team that they probably should have cakewalked. So with that in mind, like the best team could easily flip next week and be the worst in the division. So yeah, that's all I've been seeing this year. Last season, as you mentioned, with the records, especially the point differential.
Mm-hmm.
These teams are dominant right now, and with the Bears showing up, as you mentioned earlier, Brad, I just think it's going to continue. I mean, as one team drops, another team rises, and right now all of them are rising.
It's very impressive when your basement team is the Bears that we're talking about is a surprisingly positive team so far. And
Yeah,
all
no
all
joke.
four all four teams in the division with winning records. The NFC West, Brad, your division is the only other division where 3 teams have a winning record. Is the NFC North, Brad, the best division in football again?
I mean, taking my bias out of it, yes, it is. But I think by the end of the year we'll see too. Um, Overall, I still think it has to be because as much as I love my NFC West, the Cardinals half their team's dead, so they like can't even field like a whole roster. Like there's no way. So we're gonna have the basement team out of both divisions combined, no matter what. The Vikings, I don't know what it's gonna look like with JJ McCarthy. Still, he hasn't looked
Mm-hmm.
good yet. He had one good quarter this year. So
Player of
until
the
I
week.
see more, I'm not buying them. And I went on the Bears earlier. Like Ben Johnson seems to know what he's doing, and it also seems like they really like him. The locker room celebrations have gone like viral, and I think they're going to get better if he's looking this good already. So in the Lions, this is what I thought they were going to be. I picked them to win the division. Um, Last week, unfortunately, we found out that the Chiefs aren't gone, so I don't think that's on the lines there. I think almost anyone could lose to the Chiefs now that they're getting better again. So, yeah, I no big surprises here. I really did think the Bears have a chance if Ben Johnson was a dude, and the other three teams were already good to begin with. So,
Yeah.
You know,
Lions have Tampa Bay this week, so they could drop to the bottom of the division. We could be seeing a Bears, Packers, Vikings, Lions division next week.
well, Tampa's super beat up right now too, though. They
Yeah,
can't keep
but
winning some of these games.
I think Baker can win can win with anybody.
He's proven that. Hey, trust me, they're no bigger
Yeah.
Baker fan than me, man. Other than Brock Purdy, he's great.
big balls Baker. I'm with you,
He's been showing
Brad.
it.
I'm with you, Brad. How we were both on the Lions there to get the division in the preseason. I'm not coming off that. That was a total overreaction after week one. The 20 was it 2 touchdown loss to the Packers. Total overreaction. Jack, your Packers. You lose to the Browns. You give up 40 and a tie to the Cowboys, and then you fuck around with Joe Flacco and the Bengals. Better watch out.
Yeah.
Better watch
Yeah.
out. Better stay on your toes there for sure. The Lions, Packers, Vikings are tied for the best fifth and sixth best point differentials in the NFC. So yes, it's the NFC North, fellas. The NFC West is the only other division with an argument with 3 teams with a winning record. But like you said,
Yeah.
Brad, Arizona is done. Arizona's done. They lost to my Titans for Pete's sake.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't even
Yeah.
bring up the Packers.
They
still
they
suck.
lost too. Yeah, they
Packers
lost.
still suck. Jordan Love still sucks. He's too inconsistent. How do you give up 40 points?
No. He's inconsistent. I mean, that was the Browns game. The last 4 minutes,
Sorry.
they lost it.
I tried to hold it in and it didn't work.
I thought
No,
we
but
were going to get a little bit of Jordan Love trade discussion here this evening on High Fiber Sports. Is that true, Jack?
I heard it brought up last week. I heard I saw that. You guys talking about trading Jordan Love.
Well, I have 2 competent quarterbacks on my team already. He was kind of the backup emergency one who I've never started, and I know you're a Packers fan, so you might think he's good. So if you have any used underwear or anything like that, I'll really take whatever.
I don't think I picked up any 49er player this season, so I have no used garments for you. But I believe I just dropped Blake Gorham. If you want to go grab him out there, and you just drop Love with him out there. No, I have no need for
honestly, at
Love.
this point in time, yeah, I'm going to be dropping him
You
because I
can't
know I'm
trust
not
him.
gonna-
You
he's
can't
got
trust
no
him in
trade
fantasy.
He's
No.
got no trade value. I know.
Well, why'd you draft him? Why'd you pick him up?
Just in
Packer
case
fan.
the experts were right and I was wrong.
Big
See,
Packer
when you play
fan.
fantasy, you think
You
with
just
your,
had to have a piece
yeah.
of the Packers. You weren't
No, hey,
certain.
in case you guys were right that he was MVP, I guess I would eat crow, but at least I'd have a good quarterback. Guess what though? I was fucking right. He sucks.
Still hanging on to him.
And you still
hanging
have
on
him.
to him.
This is week 6.
Still hanging on to him. We're going to have to
Dude,
update
I've
the
lost
people.
all my times where I've tried to pick up a player. Someone else got it before me in the order, and I've always tried to drop Love.
He's meant to be on your team, Brad. Big
I
Packer
guess
fan.
so. I'm due.
Big Packer fan.
You need him.
Well, fellas, that's going to do us this week on High Fiber Sports. We hope everybody out there is getting their fiber in. Please like, comment, and subscribe on the YouTube channel. We got some daily shorts coming out on the MLB. Those conference championships are heating up. Jack, we appreciate you coming out here tonight. Anything you got for the people? What's coming up for the Packers this next month?
Well, a lot. We're going to see if the Packers are real or if the Packers are going to be what we saw the last 3 weeks in the next 3 weeks. I think the Packers have a bye coming up here, or we just come off the bye. Can't remember, but anyways, the Packers have a lot to prove right now. Jordan Love, we need to see if he can do it at the end of games. That's the big question mark right now. Yeah, he's a great quarterback, but can he be that game winner? And right now, I think it's just a big question mark for us. So, Packer fans, be watching the games. Stay positive. Don't overreact just yet. Don't get too nervous. Let's see what he can do. And at least give him a little bit of a chance. At least we got our players on the field. Watson's coming back here soon. We never know what's going to happen with all of that. The defense will get it together. Micah will be back. Let's just calm down a bit. Let's see what happens these next 3 weeks.
Malik Willis. Malik Willis.
Hey, I've been
That's what I see the next
pitching.
2
I
weeks.
think we need to get to the mindset of a closer quarterback. I would love the Packers to roll out Malik Willis in the fourth quarter to close out the game. Maybe we can add a stat line to football games for, like close the game or a
He's
save
just gonna take over
at
then,
the end of the
dude.
game. And then he just plays the whole game.
Just gonna take over.
I
then.
mean-
don't let him in there. Don't let him in there.
I like Malik. I do Malik. I like him.
Ma-
We gotta test out Love.
Malik Willis, he's a competent backup, former Titan, solid player. But I think we all know what's going to happen with Christian Watson. I'm not a supporter there, Jack.
Not.
Brad, put us to bed here this week on High Fiber Sports. How you feeling going into this big weekend of football?
Well, looks like it's Purdy time, boys.
Oh,
Because if he's not back this week, he'll definitely be back next week. He's practicing, but George Kittle was back this week, and that means that now that the two best defensive players are out for the Niners, it's on Brock Purdy to prove me right. MVP comes back, takes them,
Wipe
best
your chin.
offense in the league.
Wipe your
That's
chin.
what's going to happen. Yeah. Well, like my mom always said, pimping ain't easy.